Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Cut.It.Out where Lisa and I use the same cut file but show you two different takes. So there was the cut file that I used. It's from the cut shop and it's called Java Joe. And I'm using the cup that says Mug Me. I did three different sizes. One of them is 4.5 by 4, the other one is 3.5 by 3, and then the last one is 2.5 by 2. And I decided to do some mixed media. I got out my December daily kit from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club and also the November kit from the Hip Kit Club to try to use up some of that with this picture because I used one of my Christmas market pictures for this particular one. The star cut file or the star template that you see right there, the it's drawing a blank, but that star thing right there, good lord, stencil, here, hey, is from my Hip Kit, or no, from my Secret Not Secret Kit Club, so I'm not quite sure where she got that from, but it works out perfect for this because everything that is in the two kits that I'm using has a bunch of stars in it. So it works out perfect. The two colors that I am using to place down my mixed media right there is called, they're both Texturez from Shimmerz. One is called Patina, and then the other one is Teal Me No Lies. And it works out perfect. I do leave that little blotch in the middle because that is where my picture goes. And ultimately, I realized that I decided to put another picture or another paper across it, so I could have probably left out some. So there's the end result. So these are the two kits that I'm pulling out. My crafty Jen will be excited. It's a running joke in our system. She will be excited that she will see that I used another doily. I have to use them up. I keep getting them in my kits. I think Christina does it on purpose. But I have to use these doilies up that I keep getting. So Jennifer should be pleased that I'm using a doily. But here I am backing my Mug Me's with the particular papers. So these collections came with some Sweater Weather, Fa La La, Pink Fresh Studios collection for the winter. And I used a lot of the stickers and stuff. And then I distress almost all of my papers that I lay down, except for the mugs. So here I am, I'm just doing that. I'm hoping that you guys are really enjoying this series. Lisa and I extended it to the month of March. Her and I are going to do 4 more in the month of March. We've already picked out our cut files for the next 2 layouts that we're going to do, and I'm super excited for them because the pictures that we picked out, both of us have ideas of what we're going to use and all that kind of stuff. So we're really digging out our pictures and getting stuff scrapped along with this and using files for our 2 process machines. I have a Cricut. She has a Scan and Cut. I think it's the Brothers Scan and Cut. So we have 2 different machines going to town on this. So here's a piece of scratch paper as well that I put down, and in the middle of that particular one has a bunch of words, and so I made sure that I placed the words together, love this, just because I felt like, you know, the cup is filling, you know, it's kind of like filling up your cup, and it is when you've got really cold weather during a Christmas market in the middle of Stuttgart, Germany. And Glühwein is what keeps us warm, I'm telling you. So I decided to take this Fa La La picture and make it kind of like my background. You see some of it peeking out here and there, but I do put a lot on it. It's just my base picture. I just wanted to add some red to it because I do have red in the cups. And the picture is a little bit kind of a warmer color tones. And so I really wanted to have it stick out, so that's why I used a lot of whites, so that the picture did stick out some on it as well. But I also like the fact that it is a darker color or a darker photo because it really brings out the lights in the background. They are blurred, but that's the whole point of it, is I really wanted to capture these. I ended up getting a bunch of blue vine cups while I was stationed in Germany, and I did a different take on them. So instead of having them just sitting somewhere in my house, not able to do much with them, I took my favorites and I put cacti in them, and they're up on my wall in my dining room along with all my wino stuff. So here I am. To get back kind of to the layout that I am doing here, I just took some papers and I made it so it looks kind of, I don't know, just different colors sticking out, and I distress all the papers. And that's what I'm doing right now, is that I'm distressing everything into my little garbage bag. And I'm starting to stick everything down and getting them stuck together. I just place them everywhere. I kind of cut different things on the bottom just to make it look a little different. And I decided with that pink and purple, or that pinkish type color, to put it on both the top and bottom. See, here's the doily, the famous doily. So I distressed that big paper, the biggest paper I have for this on here. And I get it stuck down, and I really put some good glue on it because I am putting it on some mixed media, obviously. And there I am. I place everything down, and the doily sticks out just right. And so here I am. I'm taking the 3 cup files that I did, the one main cup file and the 3 cups, and I placed it all the way up. I thought that that was the best thing to do. I love it. So I also took some 3M 3D foam tape right there, and I placed it in certain spots so that it sticks up, so that it's just flat with it, because I do have the texture of the textured paint and then just the layers in general. It was hanging out, just kind of, if I want to call it, just kind of hanging out. So I made sure that it stuck right. And I just placed it just enough underneath the picture to make it fit like I want your eyes to glue into it. And my title is going to be Mug Me, Mug Me, Mug Me. And it may be kind of, you know, you can take it in all different ways, but it works out perfect. And I like the size depth of it, of the 3 cut files that I did for the cups, because it fits perfectly. And I just wanted to do something just a tad bit different than I have done in the past. Normally I would do just 1 cup and that'd be calling it, but I really like how this turned out. So here I am. I'm taking out all of the collections that I have in the 2 kits that I am using here. And I like these words. They're all like Christmassy type words. So the one that I got was called Holiday Cheer. And then the other one, it says Baby, It's Cold Outside. And I get them placed down into the onto the layout. And I do grab another one that is called Cozy Days. And it's gold, because I added a couple of gold pieces to it. And here I am. I'm just going through all of my embellishments, because I actually forgot what this was. So here's the star, or the snowflake, and I keep that right there because I love it. Works out perfect. It just adds something to that page. And I go back up there and I add something to that as well. But I'm just going through all of my embellishments and everything because I forgot what I got in the kits. So I just made sure that I go through and figure out what I have. And I take a lot of the sweater weather products here, and I place it down. I just took that tag. I didn't even do anything. I just wanted to add something right there, so I just added it there. And then I took this other tag right here. I was going to use pink, and then I switch it. So here I am. I'm sticking this down, and then I decide to get out my my little 3D foam dimensionals from Stampin' Up. And I just place it on the 3. I don't even use that much glue or anything. I just use that, because I do place other things in the middle of it as well once we get going further into it. So here I am. I took some of the stickers. Now on the stickers they had a bunch of Christmas trees and like homes and stuff. So I took them out and I added them in there. I really like how this adds just that little extra touches to this particular layout. And it looks pretty bland, but please, once we get to the end, you'll see that it isn't as bland as it looks. A lot of white background. I don't add any more mixed media to it. I don't do much of anything. I just add the stickers because I really wanted to emphasize on the picture itself and the mugs. So I tried to make sure that those were the focal points of my layout. And I add all those there, and then I thought I was going to add that tree, and then I add it up on the top and I leave it there. And then I add some mountains up there just to add some extra something to the layout up there. And I'm just looking at it to be like, make sure that I have it right. And then I thought I was going to use, let's see what I get out. Okay, so then I get out this little snowman, and he peaks right there perfectly. I just love how that little snowman is like, yay! Thought I was gonna use the penguin, and then it didn't work. So then I grabbed this bird, and the beak is pointing right to my little sign that says holiday cheer, and it works perfect. And I just stick the little tail up on foam tape and I get it stuck down. And then I work on my little snowman there, and I just get that so because there's so much dimension to all the papers and stuff, I make sure that the snowman stays put by putting a little extra dimension to him too. And he just hangs out and his little hand is pointing to the cups, and it works out perfect. I just love it. And then I add, let's see here, what else do I do? I think that's it for embellishments. I think I'm starting to put, I was going to use some of the Pink Fresh, and I don't. I stick to just sweater weather. So here I am. I'm taking off the back, or the strip. Don't mind me. I don't know why I didn't cut I guess the house was hanging off, and I forgot to cut it. I'm like, duh. So here I am. I take some papers, and I just distress them all. Just the 3 papers that I used within the layout, I put them on the top and the bottom to add some, like to draw your eyeballs to the middle of the paper. So there I am. I'm placing them all down. I'm just looking at it all. And then off camera, I'm just letting you know that I do sew. I'm learning how to sew on camera, so I've been doing that, but I've been cutting it out because I'm working on it. I gotta make sure that I can kind of get it in camera for you guys, just so that you can see, yes, I'm sewing. So I'm working on it. I'm actually thinking about getting another tripod and doing another section so that you guys can see the full layout. I'm working on it. My creative mind is going to town in my little crafty room. So here I am. I just take the colors and I just lay them down, and I distress them, and I just lay these all different spots, and it's just adding different colors to it. I didn't care what showed and what didn't show. I just wanted them on the top part of that layout. And then I only take 2 colors down on the bottom, which is the black and the red. And then off camera, like I said, I do cut the or I do sew, I should say. So make sure that you go over and check out Lisa's sketch as well, or not sketch, cut, file, and process video to the Cup of Joe. I will have everything linked down below. Go check out the Cut Shop. The Cut Shop is amazing with files. It's where I get almost all my files at. Check there out, which I'll have the links down below. If you like this, please hit the like button. If you want to get more to this series and all of my other series that I do have going on in Design Team, hit that subscribe button and you will get notifications for that. And here I am. I'm just finishing out the layout with the bottom part. I do put my date stamp on as well on camera, and the journaling goes right down below the cups. I didn't quite know exactly where I wanted it, so I didn't do that until off camera. I needed to fit this out, and then honestly I needed to sew because I wasn't sure where to put it, and I actually place it right down below. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place, but you know, sometimes creative minds don't always jive together when you're thinking of things. So here I am cutting out the rest. You will see me put down the date stamp, and I will be talking to you soon. The still shots will be at the end. Bye!